Hey guys, what's up? And today we are back with another Let's Play video. And today we are going to be starting up a brand new Let's Play on this game I found called The Council. Now, I don't know what this game is about, but I looked at the trailer for it and it looks awesome. So, let's do this. And I'm playing through this blind, so yeah, let's do it. This save slot is empty. You can begin a new game. Okay, creating a new game. Interesting. Huh. This looks cool. France. Paris. December 10th, 1792. Huh. Cool. Huh. Oh, jeez.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know,
Okay.
I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah.
Okay.
Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
Jeez.
You touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Man.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
Huh?
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back.
Okay.
Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert,
Hmm.
you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. Alright? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
Yeah.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Oh, jeez. Man, this guy is
Stop annoying our
rough.
host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Hmm? What
Just
happened
a
in
few more
Rome?
minutes and my concoction will be ready.
Guess we'll find out.
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
Jeez. So it's basically acid?
It loosens tongues in no time.
Jeez.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours.
Hmm?
Always remain rational. And open. I
Okay.
got it. I've opened our shackles.
Oh.
Over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
Hmm?
Listen! Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are
Yeah.
you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You
He's
want to
got
play
a
the
plan.
hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Act.
Let me do this. Trust me.
Act or trust her? I'm going with, trust her. Yeah.
Please.
I'm going with trust her.
I guessed, Mother.
Huh? Unlock. Trust unlocking. Oh, jeez. What the? Dang.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back.
Dang.
Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Okay.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchardt.
Okay. Man. Not even 10 minutes in, and I already like this game. 1 month later, January 20th, 1793. Huh. Lord Mortimer's Island, off the coast of England. Huh. Focus, home, interact, and present. Hold on. Gonna turn the volume down a bit. Okay. Let's do this. Big Bad Wolf Studios presents.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Borchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Yeah, the Council. Episode 1, The Mad Ones.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother.
Yeah.
It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Wasn't the host himself who invited me?
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
Okay.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Business with the Lord Mortimer. Personal reason. Personal reason. Yeah, better to be honest.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself.
Yeah.
I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Absolutely. Turn the question back to the Duchess. Absolutely.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
Yeah.
You won't soon forget.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm
Okay.
coming, Duchess. A Cardinal? A Duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Dang.
Are you alright?
Huh? What the heck? What the heck's happening to him? Whoa.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
What the frick?
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't
Oh,
worry,
so his
Sarah,
mom
no one's
knew
going to
the
find it.
Duchess.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What the?
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That
Huh?
is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No.
Huh?
But I trusted you.
What the?
No, sir.
Holy cow.
No.
Who the heck is that?
No!
What? What the?
You can run if you want to,
Huh?
sir. But you will pay.
What? What the heck just
You-
happened?
Louis, are you alright? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just that
Here,
I
take this.
saw you get shot
I'm sorry.
Keep it.
and
better.
led to me somehow getting a
I'm
nosebleed.
fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Yeah.
Fine.
So far, I don't trust her. She's
I definitely have to find
suspicious.
Mother quickly.
Yeah.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake?
What?
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
This is cool. And I guess we have flashback powers, I guess? Go to the manor. Okay.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Your class chosen. Diplomat, occultist, detective. Shines in society. Detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings, as well as in people. He questions high hand on men. He does not shy away from the direct approach. I'm going with detective. And validate. Okay.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Alger, for example.
Yeah.
Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Yeah.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I've
Cool.
heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And You've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Yeah.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people.
Huh.
But please, call me Emily.
Okay.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
No. Not at all. So lie to her.
Please
Sorry.
excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I
Yeah.
imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
Yeah.
4 years ago, in London,
No.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
No.
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Okay. Opportunities. Your skill allows you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most aggressive, suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume that effort points to occur. The skill required for the situation, you just need to have it unlocked. So this?
I ask her a question. She answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune them to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills and use against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploit abilities. You will give 1 effort point back. Push. Okay.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered.
Emily. Louis. Gloosby. Dang, this is cool. Dang. So we can find and
About my
collect
mother.
stuff.
Do you know her?
Cool.
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Okay.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another.
Yeah.
And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Yeah. Talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to view their unlocked conditions and effects, as they offer very interesting improvements. View all talents in the select. Okay. So far, I'm liking this game.
Good evening, sir.
Oh.
May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son.
Yeah.
I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Okay. Where's Lord Mortimer? What do you know about my mother? What do you know about my mother?
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
Yeah.
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island.
Okay.
But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island, and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces
Okay.
of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are
Alright.
now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After
Alright.
verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night.
Hmm.
We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Your skills give you the access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost in its effort points. Okay. Have you found anything? Are there any witnesses?
And did you find anything then?
We
Yeah.
discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
Okay.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly.
Hmm.
We'll do whatever is necessary
Okay,
to have
broken
them rapidly
barrels.
repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
Huh.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
I don't know,
Nevertheless, our
Lewis.
search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief.
A
Handkerchief
handkerchief?
is embroidered with the initials SDR. We
Okay.
came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet.
Okay.
I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing.
Hmm.
I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Yeah.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
Yeah,
On the
where?
landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Let me have the handkerchief. I'll take care of it. This one.
Give me the handkerchief.
Yeah.
I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order
Yeah.
to get here.
Yes,
But invited by your master.
no, of course. But
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings.
Yeah.
Of course not, sir.
Of
It
course
was never
not,
my
sir.
intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order
Item
to welcome
added to
all the
inventory.
guests.
Okay.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is.
Yeah.
Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Hold down this. Locked. Open the gate, step back. Let's open the gate.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
So we can't pick the lock. Wait. Okay. Royal Jelly. Royal Jelly restores epic points. You cannot carry more than 5 items.
Great. Honey.
Huh? Broken board.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Yeah. Let's examine it
Somebody
first.
replaced it recently. It looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here.
Yeah, let's rip it. Cause why the heck not? Huh?
There we go. Let's see what's hidden inside.
Yeah.
There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well.
Yeah.
Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Interesting. Manuscripts. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Yeah. Let's examine the black powder first.
The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
Okay.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things.
Yeah.
I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this
Powder
mean?
puff.
An iron key completely rusted.
Take the key, leave the key. Let's take it to open the gate.
It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Yeah. Let's examine the food.
Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days, and if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
Let's take it.
Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
Yeah. Because we can't have anyone...
Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
Dang, this looks like a cool game.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Yeah. Let's see what
Honey,
this is.
the remedy of the gods.
Yeah. And Sarah. To be discovered. Okay.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Yeah.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Examine letters, find clue. Cost 3 points. Examine letters at once. Let's examine them first. They kind of look like Hogwarts letters from Harry Potter.
Let's look.
Yeah. Mr. J. Okay.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me. It's about time the order sent some envoys there.
Okay. The envelope has the diagrams on it.
A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
Yeah. To Mistress Carl Corey. Huh.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Okay.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Examine the other letters. Mr. PV. Okay.
Probably a Dutchman. This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Shoot. Doesn't ring the
This
bell.
name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it.
Okay. To Mr. Samuel, I guess. Crud.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. Probably a Dutchman. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Huh. Okay. So we found basically nothing. Thought that green ball was signed.
A lantern. Nothing special.
Alright. I guess we should head up to the mansion. But first, I want to see if this key works. Probably not, but... Use the iron key. Bingo.
There we are.
I knew it.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
Yeah.
Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. Great. Honey.
Okay. So far we found honey. Locked. I mean... Oh, a barrel.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Examine the broken barrel.
What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Yeah. Shoot. Cannon powder. Shoot, why?
It's unusable now. I
Yeah.
don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Amber fragments. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 11. You...
A fragment of amber.
Okay. Alright, now let's head to the mansion, finally, and meet this Mortimer guy. Oh. Okay. This is pretty cool.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Yeah. How? This guy kind of looks like Doctor Strange a bit. Dang. Those doors are huge. Use a gold... Oh. Huh. Nice Zeus statue.
Whoa. Impressive.
Yeah.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway,
Yeah.
I ought to take the envelope.
The letter.
It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Yeah. Confrontations. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Okay?
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personal. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind, give me the letter. Yes, she's been here several weeks now.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got
Yeah.
here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I
Yes.
shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Yeah.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable.
Yeah.
But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
Step
You
2.
said you work together. What do you do exactly?
We are members of the Golden Order. Professionally secret, sorry. I'm going with this.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other
Hopefully
words,
that
you can
pays
trust
off.
me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Dang it.
Shit! All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate.
Yeah.
Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
2 blunders
Do
left.
you think I should give it to you?
Depends on what it counters. Yes, you can count on me. I'll give it to her if I find her. I'm going with, my mom told me to choose the videos when you are not.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation.
Yeah.
As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing
Oh,
less.
thank gosh.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Last confrontation step. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a position answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give up by 1 or you have no blooders left. Oh, jeez. No, thanks.
I swear by the Almighty
Yeah.
God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall
Yeah.
cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen,
Yes.
let's stop there. I am going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Leach. Your mother
Confrontation
and I are organizing
success.
the escape
Yes.
of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders.
Okay.
Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son.
Thanks.
Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name.
I will.
Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Alright.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden element. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Okay, before we talk to any people, let's look at... Oh, a clue.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Flip through the book. Let's take the book.
I
Dang
thought
it.
my chimney was big,
Hey,
but
Emily.
this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Yeah.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning.
He kind of looks like
Louis,
George
come join us.
Washington.
Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President
Holy
of the
cow, it
United
is
States of
George.
America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance,
Dang.
Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Maurras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Louis.
I
You
should
too,
imagine you never
George
thought you'd be in such
Washington.
company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see,
Yeah.
most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance.
Yeah.
It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
About a letter my mother. Let's just say his mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
Yeah.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Yeah.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer.
Yeah.
But I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organises a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests,
Okay.
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
invent something. She's gone missing. She's gone missing.
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Yeah. Oh. Let's...
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother.
Okay.
He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host,
Dang.
Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apology.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Ask the man. Say nothing. Dialogue timer. When the timer's limit is over, answer an automatic select.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited
Okay.
to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fire.
It's crazy to see
If you
George
don't mind,
Washington
Gregory,
in
I
a
should like to
video
keep Mr.
game.
Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
I don't trust this guy. George?
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Yeah.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Yeah.
Louis, thank you for staying.
No
Just
problem,
like you,
George
when I arrived
Washington.
this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And
Like
President
you.
Washington is in fact the leader of the order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Tell me more about this mother. Where does Emily know my mother from? Let's go with, where does Emily know
you,
my
Emily?
mother from?
What do you think of my mother?
Yeah.
I only know her through the order. The
Oh.
one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to
Yeah.
be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking. But I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance.
Okay.
Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very
How
familiar
did he
with my
come?
mother.
How did he come to know her? When did he see her for the last time? Let's. I want to know.
Where did you
Oh.
first meet her?
Yeah,
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance,
Declaration.
and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Yeah.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Perhaps the Golden Order or the mysteries that surround us. The Golden Order.
When she came to
Yeah.
the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Yeah.
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help.
Oh, yeah.
We are a new country. And to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers, such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was
Thanks,
hoping
George
to speak
Washington.
with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information.
Yeah.
Thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Do the others know in the Order know? Do you think? And what if Mortimer has left the island? This one.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order.
Yeah.
I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I'm here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
Okay.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Show the book you found in the... Don't speak about the book. Yeah.
But I did find a book that belongs to my
Yeah.
mother.
They're part of the Golden Corps.
Where did you find it?
The Golden
That's
Gang.
what worries me. I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
Yeah.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Yeah.
Careful, they're coming back.
Huh? Who the heck's that?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Yeah.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of
I don't trust
I won't
this
disguise
guy.
the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Missed opportunity.
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Oh.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude.
Yeah.
It looks like he just saw a ghost.
Yeah.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Okay.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
I'm gonna leave this episode here. So anyway, guys, if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to see more of the council, please leave a like and subscribe. Anyway, have a good Friday night, guys, and I'll see you guys and gals in the next video. Anyway, peace out. Bye, guys.